Well, let me tell you something. This is my episode. For life.
We thought Jerry Lawler was about to pass. We were wrong. We were completely wrong. Did Jerry Lawler come out of the closet today? That'll probably be what I look at during this episode. I got some box of Cheez-Its, eggs, no mayo. Mr. Rogers' neighbor. Just rough news today, guys. I'm eating Cheez-Its. We got the box of Cheez-Its here. Cheez-Its and eggs. My channel's as dead as the NWO black and white. Rough times. Rip Hulk Hogan, yeah. Surprise to everybody. Every company was ripping him off. You get your fake Hogan in Nintendo. You get fake Hogan on Sega. Konami with the fake Hogan. Nobody wanted to pay Hogan. They all just wanted to rip him off. I wouldn't even play a Nintendo unless it had a Hogan on it. You need to put who feeds you? Hogan fed everybody. Hogan fed everybody. Where's my chat? Difficult time for many people. Vitamins are not a meal replacement. Eggs are. Eat your eggs. Say your prayers. Oh, that's good. Jesus. The whole box, probably. What's the best way to drink a beer? With your hands. You use your hands, but you, a straw. Definitely a straw. You could be. I use my hands to drink a beer. Damn. Look at the exposed. They call. Who's white? I'm El Blanco. El Blanco to you. I don't know why they're asking questions. Say anything you want. WWE fans in chat, come for the Hulk Hogan show. You didn't realize that I'm NWO Wolfpack. I was never black and white NWO. You're calling me black and white. I'm Blanco. I'm Blanco. Did I miss anything? What are you talking about?
أمير لفقت خلي أمير كون لفقت سلام أمير كون لفقت نعم أمير كون لفقت نادر جندر
Snow Winniver hey, TBB Summer VR High. TSM Darwiniver so we just chillin' and smacking on cheese it's, Shantia Evans what's the best way to drink a beer?
سدون ولد ذن واي أو تي بي إيج سدون ولد ذن تي بي بي
Michael De Leon you're white, Shantia Evans before eating or after eating. TSM Darwiniver bro said with your hands LOL loudly crying face. Loudly crying face. Loudly crying face. TSM Darwiniver yo why are these questions being asked? TSM Darwiniver he being goofy ASLR and loudly crying face. Loudly crying face. Loudly crying face. Loudly crying face. 933, 3, end. Tesso, R.I.P. Hulk Hogan, a miracle of YT, said hi. Red Rover, said hi. Shanti Evans, where you from? A miracle of YT.
سلام
TSM Darwiniver, he being goofy ASLRN.
Now you're being goofy. I didn't write none of that. Can't pin that on me. important phone call tomorrow. I got Shantia Evans. If my name was Shantia, I would be real concerned that people couldn't pronounce my name too. I'm gonna chill for 30 minutes and listen to my radio. Friday, July 25th. What day is payday? I'm gonna read my calendar. 100. It should be like 175 hours till payday. Let's see. Payday. Okay. Payday is a Friday. Nice. Start over. Look at my number. It went up. Now what? Now what? Man, Hogan only had 20,000 subs on YouTube. Get over it. He had nothing left in the tank. He was doing Cleveland August 30th. Glad I don't have to watch that. You are too. You wouldn't have watched. You didn't know a single booking Hogan had. You're fucking a jabroni. That could never be me. I have been promoting Hogan in Cleveland. All right. What did you do? Not a peep. You don't know jack shit. You're a jack off. I'm NWO, bitch. NWO, bitch. That means fuck you. Okay? You don't know what it means? It means a big fuck you. Okay? It has to be like that. Sorry, man. Thought wrestling was fake, huh? No? Who is the real leader of the NWO now? You jabroni? Jeff Jarrett? Where's your, not The Rock, not Stone Cold, not The Undertaker, but you don't control the NWO. You don't run shit, bro. You don't know how shit is run. The NWO, I know I'm an insider, bro. I'm your insider. Wrestling is a hostile place on YouTube. I'm not here to be nice to you. Okay? I'm here to just tell everybody I know the way shit is. In a way, I'm glad Hogan was taken from you, because you non-NWO fans squandered him. NWO is for life. That means Hogan left. Hogan fucked up. Hogan wants to be Sergeant Slaughter so bad. Now Sergeant Slaughter is still here. When's the funeral? This is when I want to know. They already buried him. No funeral details. We don't even know where he bought his own. he never went to Forest Lawn and ordered a plot. Hogan just couldn't get his own. The Undertaker didn't want to hook him up. Yeah, we know where we're going to put you. We're doing the follow-up research on Lawler. Jimmy Hart can't believe it's true. Hogan, pro-Trump wrestler, who looks exactly like Trump. If Trump was a wrestler, dude, they look like twin brothers. What a nice NFL offseason. Absolute perfect time to die. The best death. He couldn't make it to the preseason. Yo, Hogan, who's gonna win the Super Bowl? You know what, Hogan didn't talk about football. Ric Flair is gonna watch football. Maybe Hogan didn't even need to be alive anymore. If he's not watching football, what's he missing? What's he missing? You? Think he gives a shit about you? His fucking ugly sister, daughter, stupid son, wife who left him, Macho Man hates him. Who else hates Hogan? Fucking everybody hates Hogan. Literally everybody. Perfect timing. Hogan let Nintendo rip him off. Mike Tyson got paid for his game. Hogan didn't get fucking nothing. They're ripping off Hogan into so many games. You Nintendo boys, you'd be like, oh no, Hogan. No, please don't sue Nintendo. That's the problem. They were ripping off Hogan. And you think that's just cool. Stealing American culture, because hey, when you lose World War II, you don't just get to pretend you're fucking the lead distributor for Mickey Mouse products, you know. Everything Japan makes is crap. They've never had a single solid product. Mario is Italian. That's not. Zelda's an elf. That doesn't sound very Japanese. I'm just going to say it's just not Japanese. Swifty. Nifty. Hello. No. Who killed Hulk Hogan? The surgeon? It's too early to say it. Because wrestling is for little kids. Did Hogan need the surgery? If he didn't really need it, then he did do it to himself. This is what you do with your money. You eat 3 meals a day. You eat more than you should. You pay for, you get your extra surgeries. The money killed him. Money killed Hogan. You know, if Hogan wasn't rich, he would have not had his surgery. He'd probably still be alive. But your desire to spend, that every time you spend your money, you can improve yourself and get younger. You know. Now they only take, all the food goes to the people with money. All the doctors go to the people with money because people pay extra. Oh, I'll get an egg. I can get some fake teeth or some shit. I get a nose job because my nose is crooked, right? Macho Man, he crashed his car. Macho did it to himself. If he couldn't afford gas, he wouldn't be driving. But he's so used to driving, he's just wasting gas his whole, like typical Americans, just a waste of gas. Get your grab and go dinner because you're not welcome to even stay at the restaurant. You go eat outside in the dangerous, soon to be banned dining area. And now, the only really amazing thing about the Hogan story is that he did make it home, but he was in a coma when they took him home. You know, like he was not thumbs up, I'm going into the house, wheel me in. It's like, oh no, he's not thumbs upping us. Put him in the house. We'll call the we'll call the coroner tomorrow. So they're just waiting for him. They knew 2 days ago he was dead. There was rumors something was wrong days ago. They just wanted him to change color, go home, change color. Who doesn't love Hogan? I can be entertained by Hogan. Oh God, is that true? Actually, is that true? I mean, I liked Hogan on Nitro because I just hate Raw. I hate Vince McMahon so much. My only appreciation for Hogan is that he screwed Vince. And he helped put a nail in the coffin on the TV ratings, and he helped Nitro be the best show. So all my other favorite wrestlers could actually entertain me. So Hogan fed a lot of people. Vince McMahon could do his entire episode of Raw with 6 wrestlers. I mean, that's what it feels like when you're watching the Godwins. The roster in 95 and 96 was just a shell of its former self. I was watching Hogan and the Honky Tonk Man today. I was watching Hogan and the Honky Tonk Man. Okay? I love some Honky Tonk Man. Thank you, Hogan, for this Honky Tonk Man episode. Hogan, it was kind of like, who's he with? You rub shoulders with Hogan, and Hogan would always find people bigger than him. Hogan everybody came out of the cracks to stand next to Hogan. Macho Man was kind of ungrateful for the rub. Macho Man fucked up taking that angle with Diamond Dallas Page. Let's see, did Hogan ever wrestle Dallas Page? Dallas Page thinks he needs to wrestle goddamn everybody. Let's look at DDP versus Disco Inferno. (1996) DDP versus Disco Inferno. And you don't understand how important Disco is to me. Because he's my chosen one. If he's NWO, then I'm NWO. Deal with it. Disco doesn't know who the fuck I am. rough times, but it's easy to take. I feel like I just lost a brother in the middle of summer, and now my brother hasn't even mentioned, he doesn't want to hear my opinion on Hogan. America, we burn bridges with people we know. America is like fucked up. Everybody hates each other. They hate Hogan too. I hate Hogan, but he fed a lot of people. And I hate Hogan because his matches are trash. His promos are trash. His bald spot is trash. Tampa Bay is trash. Florida is trash. I'll never kneel to anybody who fucking goes to Florida. Fuck off. Just stay in Florida. Always bragging about from Venice Beach, California. Man, I never saw him in California as a kid. I'm like the only kid that never got to go see Hogan. I got screwed. I'd never seen Macho Man. I've seen Sting. I've seen Goldberg. Vampiro. The Wall. Bo Dallas. Roman Reigns, John Cena maybe. But when I went to Raw, I didn't get to see Triple H. I didn't get to see a McMahon. I still got screwed at Raw because I only got to see the wrestlers. I didn't get to actually see the people that run shit. They're jabronis. There's a little content from a WWE event I went to on my channel here. I went to a New Japan show. Kenny Omega, Cody Rhodes. That's my most viewed video on my channel. It still ain't even at 5,000. Or maybe it is now. I'm at 4.9 thousand on my most viewed channel. My most viewed video. YouTube is like a role-playing game. I play myself. I cuss like Shaggy 2 Dope, the hater. You know, cuck, motherfucker. Y'all forget you stupid as shit, huh? This is not really an Insane Clown Posse channel, but there is Insane Clown Posse content on my channel. Okay? It's not for people who scratch the surface to discover. It's for me to recover when I want to edit. Good point. Yeah.
Swifty Nifty. Hey Teddy. Swifty Nifty, did Hogan have a natural death? Teddy Belcher 4K Ultra Wide 21. 9 no. Swifty Nifty, did he do it to himself? Teddy Belcher 4K Ultra Wide 9 extra money killed Hogan. Swifty Nifty, good point. 35 hours and 38 38 seconds. 2. 21. 9. Teddy Belcher 4K Ultra Wide 21. 9. 1. 5. 6. 7.
Get my subs up, come on. Can't yell over it. Audio goes in and out. Audio goes in and out. Yep, but I'm used to it. I love black people. I could never be like Hogan. Accidentally caught slipping with some racist shit. It doesn't work for me, brother. Japan is ripping me off as hard as Hogan. I'm U.S. Army. They got the Japanese people making their Japanese Army games with my M16s, with using my loadouts, using my camo patterns. I identify as Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan was pretending to be in the Army. That could never be me. Hogan was a fraud. I randomly watched DDP take a diamond cutter from Karl Malone yesterday. Because DDP, his bringing in Karl Malone was such a good. All DDP did was just screw Karl Malone, and Karl Malone had to hit the diamond cutter on him. The relationship benefited nobody except Hogan. DDP thinks that, you know, watching Dennis Rodman pin Karl Malone is like that means Hogan won. Yeah, they said that DDP did it all to get Hogan over. He didn't even do it for himself. Can you believe it? There's an incredible angle where DDP would bring in my favorite basketball player, the mailman. All this to job out to Hogan and Dennis Rodman. Not just Hogan. Dennis Rodman has to be the winning wrestler. There ain't nobody who thinks your favorite wrestler is Dennis Rodman. But you know, Hogan would lie to you and say, "This is my boy. This is him." You know, and you get Hogan anywhere near a real athlete, and he starts thinking about how he can rub shoulders. From the Chicago Bears, Mongo McMichael, to the Bulls. And he couldn't get Jordan. Jordan's like, you know what? I don't play like that, Hope. But one of the most amazing moments in my life when you see Karl Malone in the ring with his blue pants, and he's just huge. Like you can't really tell how big these people are in the NBA. Shaquille usually shows up. He doesn't always look as big as you think he's gonna look. You think he's gonna walk into the ring like the Giant. On crutches, more like it. It's time for the radio.
Radio Network on the call. The final score against the Angels was 4-2. Seattle is also acquiring first baseman Josh Naylor from the Arizona Diamondbacks. Baseball's trade deadline is set for 6 Eastern on Thursday, July 31st. The A's snapped their 4-game losing streak as they topped the Astros 5-2. The Cardinals outscored the Padres 9-7 behind 3-run home runs from both Brandon Donovan and Wilson Contreras. Blue Jays passed the Tigers 11-4. Detroit is now 1-10 in their last game.
Just a couple of scores. The MLB deadline is July 1st. So that, at the Hall of Fame, there will also be maybe the final trades announced. NFL Hall of Fame game, NBA trade deadline. Same day. Pro baseball costs too much money. We can barely afford to play football. Except there's like 500,000 kids trying to play baseball in America. Waste of fucking time. I always wanted that baseball body when I got taken out of college. Yeah, baby, with a baseball body. And go stand in the middle of the field and get a suntan. Baseball body. Joe Burrow says the NFL needs to hurry the fuck up. And could they play in July? Could we have more July games? We could do coin flips in July. That'd be nice. Nah, that wouldn't work. I'm going to make it to an hour at 44 minutes. That's wiping up. Up the battery. Better set. I will make it. I'm going to switch into calf exercises. We're going to blow out my legs next. Hogan is a bodybuilder, never worked on his calves. This episode, 123 views. You know what we need? We need the filter. Yeah, that's what we're talking about now. Janky ass filters from 2002. These filters ever since the same filter. Load, mother. There it is. Load. YouTube it. Cheers. Yeah, I got a copyright strike yesterday for Hot for Teacher. It only says my my video is not playable in Russia or Belarus. So obviously I should focus on content for Russians and content for Belarus. To make up for the one video that couldn't be played in that area. I'm clicking on a Kingsfield 1 playthrough. Welcome back to the show. Come on, leave a like. Olipop, I get an Olipop commercial.
Harpsichord's plucking strings, right, exactly. This is where I came from, right? So I dropped down, this is last stream, I dropped down from here. Oh, you were doing fog random. Oh, I forgot to send you my settings, didn't I? I'm sorry.
Didn't drops.
Yeah, that's good to get to the Black Knight. I was in the fog escape. It's not that hard, but pokes you hard and can say, yeah, it's just risky. It doesn't take a lot of time either. It's nice for like randomizers though. What's up, Teddy? Okay, so this is where we are now. You can't sell Western because of Zelda. You fucking just...
Let's go watch and listen to some more Seer. This guy's the fun. I was halfway. If you type something I don't like, I will bite your finger. If you press the button, if you type too much, I will bite your finger. If you make a mistake with one letter, I'll bite your fingers. I bit some girl's finger in the army so quick she didn't see it. I was like, her name was Elam. I almost missed Canterbury, but Canterbury was just on his way out. Always listen to that Nickelback. When somebody in your unit is listening to Nickelback, you're like, okay, this guy. Stay away from this guy. You'll be attracted to, when you get to your unit, you will either be rejected or attracted. They will like you or they won't. Okay, no, I was not the favorite. Like, oh, hey, look at this new guy. We had new people all the time. It's always a little exciting waiting for the next person to come into the unit. Unit is a word that civilians don't comprehend. What unit are you from? What's your unit? You afraid to talk about you have like some non-disclosure agreement that says you can't talk about your unit. It's hard to have the same unit for 20 years. That's for damn sure. No, most people just can't do it. You're 9 more minutes. I'm gonna wrap up my show. I'm just gonna wrap it now. Thanks for watching. I don't need to hit an hour. We already passed 100 views. That's what I want. Thank you for watching. I recommend it. Double speed.